How did it get this far down for Prince Harry? How? We're all asking ourselves that. How did this guy go from being the most popular royal in the royal family, aside from the Queen, to being the most despised and laughed at human being on the planet? By his own choice and his own actions. Was the PR machine at Buckingham Palace that good? Did they hide Harry from us that well? Or is Meghan Markle more powerful than we think?
It's the royal family of Great Britain. There should be a barrier to entry. And then when some divorcee tries to walk her ass into the bedroom, a royal guard goes, ah.
Yes, there should be a barrier for entry to avoid people like Meghan Markle in the royal family, because it is such a position of huge responsibility with such far-reaching consequences that there should be, and there was, conditions for you to be able to join that elite club. And it wasn't just because two people recommended you, like in the Soho House. It should be more difficult to get into the royal family than to get into the Soho House. But apparently not. Apparently the Soho House has more standards than the royal family, because Meghan Markle got through the cracks. That's how corrupt it was by the time Meghan Markle got there. And this is why a person like Meghan Markle has happened to the monarchy and continue to happen to the monarchy. Harry now is known as in Hollywood as the royal clown. Everybody laughs at him. They don't even pity him anymore. They laugh at him because he's such an idiot. It's like Andrew Tate said in the Candace Owens interview, women, whether we like it or not, girls, and we know that's true, we like our men to be men. You know, all that, no. Prince Harry went from being the most beloved member of the royal family, at least very popular, you know. He was very, very popular. Siri wants to say hello. He went from being the most popular to being the most despised because he lacks morals. Now, my question to you is it that the royal family did a great job at hiding Prince Harry, who he really is? Because nobody, if they did, this is a great way to do it. This is a man who's gone on a hate rampage towards his family, Prince William in particular, or Princess Catherine, and his father. There's this book, I still can't remember who it is, where Cressida talks about Harry and how toxic he was, how she got fed up of his constant whining about Prince William and his father, how he didn't get the importance he was due. So is Meghan really that much at fault? Or did Meghan know how to exploit Harry's weaknesses and and his hatred for his very own family? This is what I tell you, that the PR machine at Buckingham Palace did an excellent job, because they hid everything that Harry was doing. They hid everything Harry was about. I know many people say that Harry should be allowed back into the royal family. Oh, because poor guy, Meghan took advantage of him. Maybe, but he's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man. And you know what's worse? I don't think either of them care about their children. Because if they did, they would grow the F up and they behave like parents. But right now, they're both more concerned about their own fame. Harry's now taking off to Africa. To do what? What is he going to do in Africa? Do you guys remember that girl from Sente Vale that he promised to help out? 30 years on, I don't know how long ago it is, 15 or so years on, he never helped her. Nothing. So he's using Centebale. So when we come and talk about Meghan, fine, she's a skank of the highest order. True. But Harry did not keep his promise to help that girl in Centebale. And she just lived like 3 blocks down the road. And they completely ignored her. They just used her for the photo op. And then he took off and never came back. So, Invictus. Now he's taken off to Singapore. I mean, what is he doing in Singapore? This is just because Prince William is going to announce the Earthshot Prize in Singapore. So he's riding on his brother's coattails because he wants to be there first. And I think that this is why Earthshot Prize announced it first. To avoid these kind of things, because people go and say, oh, you know, Prince William is, is chasing Harry there. No. The Earthshot Prize is going to Singapore. And therefore, Harry's going to play polo in Singapore. What for? That he's going to go to Africa. Travalyst. This is the organization he founded. He was voted out of the board of directors because he is that toxic. He is that toxic. The fact that what he wrote about Meghan Markle's giving birth to Archie, it's beyond the realm of possibilities. And we know that Meghan Markle proofread that biography before it came out. And she still gave it its seal of approval, which exposed the big lie, the biggest con there is, which is the birth of that child. Now, I have spoken about this in my live, that I believe that the palace got it right. Because, you see, the royal protection officers at the time that Archie was, I don't even want to say he was being born, because I don't believe that Meghan Markle carried that child. I'm not saying that I don't believe the child exists, which is different. I'm not saying that it's not Harry's. I'm saying that I don't believe Meghan Markle carried that child. So, but the royal protection officers do not work for Prince Harry nor Meghan. They never have. So their oath is to the monarch. So when the monarch, the Queen's palace was told that they are on their way to give, or whoever is in labor, that was correct. That was correct. Because the royal protection officers, by law, informed the Queen that this was happening right now. I believe that Prince Harry's doing this because I believe he has committed fraud. And because he's been allowed to get away with so much his entire life, it continues to happen. Just like, I'm going to be one day late for court. Daughter's birthday. That's how entitled this man is. I mean, you wouldn't see anybody else do that. You wouldn't. Even, even actors, politicians, everybody shows up in time to the court. But him, no apologies, nothing. Nothing. The press gave an explanation why he chose to ignore to be in court on the date he was told to be in court. No apologies to the court. He never, and this is one of the things nobody picks on, he never apologized to the court. He never apologized to the court for not being in court when he was told to be there. He just shut up, call me His Royal Highness, and I'm okay with you calling me Prince Harry. What happened to just Harry? So, what is he going to do in Singapore? Now we have Prince William coming to New York, and mark my words, that's going to be such a kick-ass visit. You're going to see the difference between a real royal and that. Prince Harry, part of the Aspen Institute, tried to censor the entire United States of America while claiming that he's doing drugs. Oh, yes, I'm puffing. I was rolling a joint outside of Tyler Perry's house while my wife and kid were sleeping inside. Oh, yeah, psychedelics work great for me. I'm still doing it. Cocaine doesn't do it for me. This is all while being in the United States. That's how entitled he feels. And we haven't heard anything else from the Heritage Foundation. I hope they continue and they pursue this. So now, because of this position, the lawsuit in the United Kingdom about the against the UK papers was not thrown out, which is what Elton John wanted, because he is Elton John's useful idiot. He's Elton John's useful idiot, along with Meghan Markle, because Meghan Markle is so desperate to be part of the A-list club. Now we have Meghan Markle is gathering new, more powerful friends, and she's going to do another interview with Gayle. I mean, how many times do we have to hear this woman's lies? And now she's going to do it with Gayle because, of course, Oprah doesn't want to do it with her. And she has new, powerful friends. Why is she putting out that she has new, powerful friends? Because nobody is willing to stick up for her anymore. And because David and Victoria Beckham did not invite them to the football match, whatever it was. So now she has to say, what? You know what? Victoria Beckham, David Beckham, Oprah, Tyler Perry. Now we have, I think it's Joe Biden's sister endorsing her to run for the Democratic Party. I mean, that's the state. That's the sad shape the United States is in right now. And this is the woman Harry chose. Yin and yang, salt and pepper. Remember, that's what they said, salt and pepper. So what is he going to achieve now? He's a part of the Aspen Institute. Better up is worse off with Prince Harry. The royal family is out with them. Travalyst has voted him out completely from the board because they want nothing to do with him. He has nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. This world is too small for him. Do you think it's because he's so high up in drugs that he is devoid of reality? Or do you think it's because he's that entitled? Because not to apologize to the court? Do you think it's going to blame Meghan Markle for all of this? Because at some point, Harry's used to being a prince. He grew up with all that privilege. And suddenly he finds himself without it. Who do you think he's going to turn and say, because of you, this happened? And I know I've heard this, that people are saying that Harry's going to tell Meghan, I was a prince. Because of you, I gave up my princedom. For you, because of you, I gave this up. And then blah, blah, blah. But let's not forget what Meghan said prior to him saying it. I gave up my career. I had my friends. And then I met H. And let's not forget that H has said on his own words in many interviews while he was promoting his book that he made that decision. Nobody else, that Meghan didn't trick him. Do you believe him? Who do we believe here? What do you think is going to happen? Now that the royal family are not going to back Harry up. Now that Harry is completely on his own and Meghan is out for blood. Please, as usual, leave me your comments. And again, thanks as usual for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And I will see you tomorrow for the Meghan Smalls Live at 12 p.m. my time, Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. California time, and 7 p.m. UK time. Bye, beautiful people.